Hi Capricorn, this is your monthly video for July 2018. I have attempted to do 5 other videos and have been interrupted or forgot to press record or whatever. So this time, this is going to be the last video, I hope, and I hope that it's going to be beneficial to you. Okay, so some things to look out for July. We do have a couple of eclipses, a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse happening this month. There's also another eclipse happening in August that I will talk about in the August videos. These 2 or 3 eclipses are fairly massive in terms of energetic shifts and awakenings, new beginnings, new opportunities that will be coming to each and every one of us. So today I'm going to tune in and just see how these eclipses, how the transits, like Mercury retrograding on the 27th, Mars is already retrograding, Pluto's opposing the new moon in Cancer. There's so many things happening. I'm just going to see what is in store for you, Capricorn, for this month, the month of July. So Capricorn for the month of July. Capricorn for the month of July 2018. Capricorn for the month of July 2018. Ooh, you have some nice cards coming out right away. Okay, so the beginning of the month is looking pretty awesome. We have the Magician card coming up. This card is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. It's all about you can do anything. So I feel like, you know, coming out of that full moon in Capricorn that happened in June, you're really on a high coming into the month of July. I do see, you know, this sense of empowerment. I see, you know, taking charge of things. And then this card is followed by the 10 of Cups, which is also a beautiful card about being fulfilled and feeling like you can trust people. There's just this great sense of satisfaction that, you know, is pretty awesome considering I don't feel like that actually... I don't think anybody was going into the month that good this month that I can remember. I do feel like around the 5th of July, you might start to struggle a little bit with some money issues. Maybe an unexpected bill comes up, or, you know, long term, because you guys are always thinking long term, Capricorn. You might be sort of worrying about how to make ends meet down the road, but still not really willing not really willing to extend your hand and look for help from people. Now, the guides are saying that there are people around you that you can ask for help in terms of financial or material needs. So try to get your pride out of the way for that. If there is a concern, the guides are saying do ask for help. And it could even be from the universe, from the angels, from whoever you pray to or believe in. There could be, you know, a surrendering there rather than thinking you yourself have to figure it all out or do it all on your own because you don't have maybe people in your life that you can depend on or ask for any financial or material needs. The divine is urging you to remember that you have them as an ally or the divine as an ally. I see that new moon in Cancer does kind of flip you, like turn your attitude a little upside down. And I am sensing like the moon card comes up right in that new moon position, the new moon in Cancer, that is opposed by Pluto. So there is definitely going to be some transformation in that solar eclipse, during that solar eclipse. And I feel like, Capricorn, that, you know, maybe some illusions get smashed, maybe some lies come to the surface, either lies you've told yourself or other people in your life have been sort of pulling the wool over your eyes. I feel like that new moon in Cancer solar eclipse is really going to bring light to that, some of this stuff, some of these illusions, some of these deep buried sort of concepts that, you know, you might have overlooked otherwise. Now, remember, any eclipse, there's a 6-month window, so it doesn't necessarily mean like right on the 12th, you're going to sort of, all this stuff's going to happen. It can happen from that point, even a little bit before that point, right up until, you know, 6 months or whatnot. Okay, so, you know, there's some fear that comes to the surface for sure. So use that fear to sort of direct you and guide you to what you really want. So that's a message I'm getting there. Like, whatever fear comes up for you guys, rather than get paralyzed by it, actually use it as a compass to know what you really want, rather than making choices from fear. Recognize those choices aren't what you want, so choose something else. Now I'm just going to ask to see what the next part of July, the second half of July, has in store for Capricorn for the month of July 2018. July 2018. A lot of water cups or cups coming up in your spread today. I'm just going to check around that lunar eclipse, what's happening in that lunar eclipse, Capricorn, for July 2018. Yeah, lots of cups and lots of fire. The sense I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that there's a little bit of going back and forth this month. So, you know, you start off with the Magician card and you're all, you know, you're on top of your game. And then, you know, the Ego card comes up right around that new moon again. You know, the illusions, lies, you start to second guess some of the things that you believed or were believing. And, you know, it sort of makes you feel trapped. You know, you might be getting caught up in material things a little bit too much. And also in fear and worry. The Emperor card comes up. So around the 24th of July, I do feel like you start to get yourself in order. But again, there's that back and forth that keeps happening between your passion and your emotions. So your passion sort of overriding your emotions, and then your emotions are overriding your passion. Now, what's the difference between passion and emotions? Passion is something, you know, your drive and your driving force, like what you put your energy into. So, for example, with Mars retrograding, you might be questioning these things like, why am I doing this? Why have I been putting all this energy and time into this? I don't even want to be doing this. So those questions might be coming up at this time, and it's kind of reflecting that here in this spread. And it's very, across the board, a lot of people have been getting that sort of similar kind of up and down roller coaster of emotions. In your case, I do see, you know, you struggling with maybe being focused, like you're usually quite focused in getting the job done, and I do feel like you're struggling a little bit with that this month. Also, the Lovers card comes up in reverse, and sometimes people associate the Lovers card with actual relationships. In this case, I feel like it's more just not knowing what you want to do, like what you love, like what I feel like this comes also as a surprise to you guys, Capricorn, like probably around that lunar eclipse in Aquarius. It just kind of surprises you that you no longer want to do something you've been kind of passionate about. A lot of threes are coming up for you. So we have the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles. Lots of threes across the board. We also have a lot of Let's see here, a lot of twos. So, some of you might be even feeling like you want to give up on somebody. So this is just going into another section of relationships. So there are some relationship things standing out here for me. It could be even relationships with your children. And in particular, any children that might have a fiery or emotional sense to them. So they might be giving you a little bit of a run for your money this month where emotions are high. And this is something I do want to point out. A lot of people are really experiencing a lot of irritability, crankiness. Just remember, they're going through this Mercury retrograde that happens on the 27th, and Mars is retrograding all month. These solar eclipses, the full moon lunar eclipse is in Aquarius. Aquarius always gives you a run for your money. Its ruler is Uranus, which is the planet that kind of beats to its own drum and is always full of surprises and unexpected events, which, for an earth sign like yourself is not always enjoyable to have that kind of instability that Uranus will often feel like it brings. But just try and remember, Capricorn, that all of these transitions and changes and change of heart, which I feel like there's massive change of hearts that are going to happen for you, or a change of heart that's going to happen for you over the next 6 months. And it's going to come probably as more of a surprise than you expect it to be. Just remember that this is a good thing. These epiphanies that you have, or these new realizations that come up, might come as a surprise, but they're always for the betterment of your growth. So try not to fight it. Just gonna see if there's anything else, Capricorn, that I've missed for the month of July. Yeah, so the other thing is, there is a bit of worry about money. The windfall of money card comes up. But again, make sure you're looking for it. So this card comes up in reverse, and it is the King of Wands. Just make sure, that you look for those opportunities. Expect them rather than worry that they might not happen. And also, there could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that partners with you unexpectedly and provides you with resources that you might not have had. So just going back to the beginning of the reading, where around the 5th of the month you were worrying about money but didn't want to ask. I might have said that in this video recording, or maybe I said that in other ones. I've done like 10, so excuse me if I'm mixing you up, but in many of the readings I've done for you, Capricorn, this month, because there was like literally 10 of them that got screwed up in the recording process, but the 5 of Pentacles came up several times for your spread, and that card is all about not asking for help, and like having a sense of pride and not basically seeing the help around you. So anyways, this Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries may partner with you at some point in the next 6 months and provide you with resources that you yourself don't have. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm going to leave you with an oracle card. So the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So I just want to see if there's anything else that I left out for Capricorn for the month of July. Capricorn for the month of July. Whoa. And yeah, Kali just flew out of the deck. So Kali's all about endings and beginnings, which is basically what I've talked about. And the message that Kali brings, a lot of people fear Kali. She's a Hindu goddess, and I think she's amazing. Like, I really resonate with her. She's like the female version of Shiva, and I just think she's amazing. But a lot of people won't even invoke her because she's so destructive. She literally, is just wild and fierce and destroys everything. But it's always because the old must be released so that the new can enter. this is the message that I'm going to leave with you guys. And even look, like, I mean, this is amazing. This is an actual eclipse here. Like, I couldn't have planned that better if I tried. So that's amazing. So yeah, lots of things happening. Next month, we have another eclipse in August. So tune in for that. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you did want a more personal reading, because remember, this is a general reading for Capricorns, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you wanted something more personal to you, the information is below. I will talk to you soon and have a good one.